However, I like it better than Need for Speed.
Where are we supposed to find it?
Request your game by clicking the survey link in the link below.
And don't do any Nancy Drews.
Like my brother did.
I'm joking, I like Nancy Drews, just not this one.
Well, it's the one you said you'd help me out with.
I didn't mean this!
Well, what do you think I meant?
Giving you
This is right about where I got
clues?
stuck.
I thought you meant giving you clues.
Clues I don't need. I need instructions on how to find stuff A, B, and C. That's the hardest part of this entire game. Who in the world designed these woods?
The map? No, I know the answer to this question. Mother Nature, right?
Roar!
Yes.
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
What did you mean?
Check the stump. No, you can't check the stump.
You can't pick up a stump. Use your head, Brown. I'm gonna check this again. Maybe they've respawned. No, I actually never saw anything there. Turn around. Nothing.
What they really need
Nothing.
is a exit the wood button.
Well, then it would be fun, wouldn't it?
Would.
I didn't even mean that. Okay, where am I? I am there. Where would I find a shoe? I'm giving up.
Taming of the Shoe. You know, Taming of the Shrew, Taming of the Shoe.
Me no get.
Shakespearean jokes are wasted upon you.
Who?
No, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out. Actually, check that rock real fast.
Again?
Apparently not. Apparently not. No matter.
Wait, me. Anything there? No. What are the goggles for? Pick up the goggles! No.
Can't pick up the goggles, can't pick up the goggles, can't pick up the goggles. Wait a minute.
What?
Me just IDO.
What? Here?
You sit down. I pilot.
I can't sit down. It won't let me.
You stand up. Then sit down in other chair.
Okay, stand
In
up,
other
sit down.
chair. I said other chair.
Other chair.
I pilot a nap. By the way, guys, see you next episode.
Really?
Hi, guys. Welcome back, guys. And now Rory just screwed me up again. Let me reset.
Yeah, we don't have to. We don't have to. We don't have to. We don't have to. We don't have to.
Hi, guys. Welcome back.
We don't have to.
We don't have to what?
We don't have to reset.
Yeah, of course we don't have to reset the game. What do you think I meant? And that's a joke my viewers will never get.
Unless if you put that extra in. You should, though.
I shouldn't.
You should.
Those look too rotten.
Bram, you know day by day they don't get less rotten. They get more rotten.
My idea was they might have gotten to the point of rottenness where it actually would have attracted some critters.
Someday, they wouldn't spend that much time programming this game.
Well, I mean, like, once you get the critters. So, when would you like to wake up?
I'd like to wake up at, well, we've already woke up at AM and PM, so let's do something weird. Like, I've never heard of that time. Let's do that time.
What time?
Cancel. I've never heard of that time.
Cancel doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't? Yeah, sure. It works perfectly fine.
No, because we didn't do any time jumps.
Of course, that means we were already at cancel.
No, because we're currently at AM, and if I press AM, we'll time jump to the next AM. Cancel is the present, and present is now.
So right now I get a present.
No. Well, actually, yes. You want to know what your present is?
No.
A punch to the face.
Why?
Okay, let's see.
I know what your present is?
No.
I just...
I'm gonna bleep that out.
I just bleep. Yeah.
So when would you like to wake up?
Cancel.
Sure.
Okay, PM.
Okay, let's actually talk on the phone, because I don't know what else to do.
You're talking to the sink.
Phone? Where's the phone?
He
There's...
doesn't know what a phone is.
And what am I doing?
You're calling on a sink. See the numbers? That means it's a sink. The thing
Hello?
with the
Bess,
faucet
it's
is
Nancy.
The phone.
Hi, Beth. What's going on? Moon Lake is gorgeous, but it's so remote. The park ranger is the closest thing they have to a sheriff around here.
Park ranger? What's he like? Which, as we all know, is Bess's way of saying, park ranger? Is he cute?
Not true, George. Nancy thinks everybody's cute, so what was the point? Anyway, Nancy, you were saying?
His name's Jeff Akers. He's very helpful, polite, efficient, knowledgeable.
Sounds boring.
In fact, he probably knows more about the area than all the other residents of Moon Lake combined.
Sounds very boring.
What's he know about these alleged ghost dogs?
He thinks they're just plain old dogs that for some reason like to run around at night scaring people.
And what does Detective Drew think about the dogs?
I think Sally had good reason to be scared of them. I don't blame her for leaving, which leads me to think that maybe that was the whole idea.
Somebody had those dogs attack Sally in order to scare her away?
Why would anybody do that? She was there for less than a month.
You'd have to be a total creep to make enemies that fast. And Sally's one of the nicest people I know.
Ooh, Nancy! Speaking of cute guys, Frank and Joe Hardy called. I filled them in on where you are and what you're doing, and they're dying to hear from you.
Now, the Hardy Boys, that's a whole different thing. The Hardy Boys. Frank and Joe Hardy are fictional characters who appear in several mystery series for children and teens, sometimes read by adults. Every once in a while. The characters were originally created by Edward, butchering name, Stratmayer. Anyway, the Hardy Boys have evolved in various ways since their first appearance in 1927 and beginning in 1959. The books were extensively revised, largely to eliminate racial stereotypes. The books were also written in a simpler style in an attempt to compete with television during the time. Some critics argue that it's the process the Hardy Boys changed, becoming more respectful of the law, strenuously more affluent agents of the adult ruling class, rather than characters who aided the poor. A new Hardy Boys series, The Hardy Boys Case Files, was created in 1987, featured murders, violence, and various other explosions. Now, Frank Hardy is the older of the two Hardy Boys. Frank has dark brown hair and eyes and lives in a fictional character called Bayport with his parents Fruton and Lauren and his younger brother Joe and his aunt Gertrude. Joe is not only Frank's younger brother, but best friend and crime-fighting partner. Working together, the two have solved countless mysteries around Bayport. Frank and Joe have quite a reputation as amateur detectives, about as big as Nancy Drew. The Hardy Boys are often helped by their friends, most notably best buddies Chet Morton and Frank's girlfriend, Collie Shaw, neither of which show up in this video game. Joe Hardy, on the other hand, is 17 years old with light blonde hair, blue eyes, and a muscular frame. He resides in Bayport along with his family. Their house is a 3-story old Victorian on the corner of Elm Street. His brother Frank Hardy is a crime-fighting partner. His father, Fenton Hardy, used to work for the New York's police department and is currently a private investigator. His mother, Laura Hardy, is a stay-at-home mom, and his aunt Gertrude lives with them and is in Bayport as well. His aunt is secretly proud of the boys' investigating abilities, but always chides them when they pick up a new case. Joe's girlfriend is... Oh, pardon me for a sec. Can't tell if that's an L or an I. I'm gonna guess it's an I. Isla Morton, the sister of Joe's best friend, Chet Morton, in the original series. Isla is murdered by a bomb in the first Case Files novel, Dead on Target. After some time, Joe meets Van Ness Bender, and at the end of the series, the two are going steady.
Great. Did they leave a number?
Their number is 280-555-4865. Bess didn't recognize it when they called and almost didn't answer the phone.
Good thing my cousin here has a memory like an elephant, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Call them, Nancy. They're dying to hear from you. But remember, Frank's cute and all that, but George and I want to hear from you, too.
Yeah, no fair discussing the case with them from now on and not with us. Promise you'll keep us up to speed?
I promise. This birdwatcher I met has got me taking pictures of birds for some survey he's doing. He's a bit of a grump.
Does he live nearby?
No, he just kind of hangs out in the woods. In fact, I only see him at night.
Interesting. He's in the woods at night. The dogs are in the woods at night.
Could he have had a reason for wanting Sally out of the Malone house?
Maybe. From what Ranger Akers told me, Red would like everybody around here out of their houses. He thinks there's too many people at Moon Lake, and it's ruining the bird watching. Ranger Akers called him a fanatic.
Fanatic equals suspect in my book.
You two would get a kick out of the woman who owns this little store on Moon Lake.
How so?
She's a real country gal. We got this deal worked out where if I need something she carries, she'll let me do little chores to pay for it.
What kind of little chores?
Oh, like collecting bugs and worms so she can sell them to fishermen as bait.
Sounds delightful.
Unfortunately, she may not be as harmless as she seems.
Why do you say that?
She also sells antiques from the 1920s that she finds in Moon Lake.
Is that bad?
If she's been getting them by dragging the lake in front of Sally's house, it is. That's illegal.
You know what that means?
It means Emily Griffin has made my suspect list.
Because if she is breaking the law, she'd want the Malone house to stay empty so she can keep dragging the lake without anybody seeing her.
Did I mention that all the water in Sally's house comes from a well?
Ew, really? Does it taste like rotten eggs?
Not all well water tastes like rotten eggs, Bess.
I don't know if it does or not. Because the well is so old, I need to get the water tested before I drink it.
Good plan. Nothing will wreck your day faster than a nice tall glass of contaminated water.
I could sure use a nice big hint right about now.
That pump doesn't work because it needs to be primed.
Maybe there's a fascinating factoid on pumps in that database Ranger Akers has.
We never told them about that.
Wait, that pump doesn't work because it needs to be primed. Oh!
What?
Okay, I'll check in with
Bye,
that.
you guys.
Don't be a stranger.
Take care.
Alright, so
Don't
now...
be a stranger danger.
Stranger danger. Thanks, Rar.
Stranger danger. Stranger danger. Stranger danger. Stranger danger.
I'm your brother! Let's call Sally.
Stranger danger. Stranger danger.
Shush.
We're sorry.
Big
Your call
stranger
cannot be
danger.
completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording.
Let's check that again.
The Hardy Boys.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Ooh,
Nancy,
I must have
hi,
did
how's it
something
going?
wrong.
That Emily Griffin is quite a character. How well do you know her?
I feel like I've known her all my life. She's so open and friendly. She likes to make it sound as if Moon Lake used to be a major hangout for criminals and degenerates, which isn't really true and irks some people around here no end. But I figure she's just trying to make a buck.
Is there a trick to getting your pump to work? When I pump the handle to get a water sample, nothing comes out.
It needs to be primed. Take some good water, like from the jug in the kitchen. Pour it into the top of the pump, then start pumping. That wets the seals so they expand and make a vacuum or something. You have to do it every so often, whenever the seals dry out.
Talk to you later.
Keep me posted.
Oh,
So that's what the water bottle's for.
got it.
And you're just talking.
You know, oddly enough, I think I knew that already.
And you're just talking to the Hardy Boys for Hardy Boys' sake.
Hello?
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
Nancy, how's it going? No, wait, don't answer that. Talk about the weather or something.
The weather?
Yeah, that'll give me time to grab the other phone and take it outside. Frank's washing the car. He'll kill me if he misses anything. Here, wait a sec. Take a break, it's Nancy. Hang on, he's putting the hose down. He's drying his hands. He's walking
over.
Nancy, hi. What's up? Bess and George say you've got another mystery on your hands. Or should we say, on your paws.
They told you about the dogs?
We made them tell us everything. Pumped them dry. As you may have guessed, we're not exactly rolling in detective work here.
So you're living vicariously through me.
It's not the first time, sad to say. What conclusions have you reached so far, Detective?
If nothing else, those ghost dogs are very well trained. I'm watching to see who owns and or trains dogs around here.
Good plan. But don't forget, a really smart perpetrator is going to make it look like he or she has no connection to dogs whatsoever. But then a really, really smart perp might have dogs all over the place and not bother to hide it, because he or she would figure you'd never suspect anyone so obvious.
Emily Griffin doesn't seem to have any dogs.
Uh-oh. Move her up on your suspect list. I'd move her down. You know, Joe, something tells me we're not helping.
Nope.
I'm convinced that someone is using those ghost dogs to scare Sally into abandoning Malone's house. If I can just figure out why, I might be able to figure out who.
Never hurts to look for motive.
Malone and his 4 dogs are supposedly buried in a little cemetery near the house. They've all got headstones inscribed with when they were born and when they died.
That's interesting. Did Malone have family?
Not that I'm aware of.
Then who had the tombstones inscribed?
That's exactly what I was wondering.
Sounds like this latest puzzle of yours is still missing a few pieces.
I seem to be getting nowhere fast. Anybody have any suggestions?
We can probably come up with a few, but we're not going to make it easy for you. After all, it's your case, not ours. That pump has to be primed before it will work. Why don't you see if that ranger has any info on pumps in that cheesy database of his?
Later, guys.
See ya!
Alright.
How does everyone know everything about Moon Lake?
Because...
Tell them about the cheesy
Okay,
database.
the game was falsely designed, okay? So, see you guys next time when we'll be getting a water sampling. Yeah, I know, exciting. See ya.
Very exciting, actually.
See ya.